Hi class, I am Ashley Godshall, and today my lesson plan is teaching on Aboriginal art. Now, the Aboriginal people were believed to be the first humans or Homo sapiens, to migrate from Africa around 60 to 80,000 years ago. The exact date is unknown, however, what is known is their way of language. Now, their way of communicating was through art. When they first migrated over to Australia, they would use different ways to communicate, such as rock paintings or carvings or body painting or ground designs, which can be dated back to over 30,000 years ago. Now, later on, these different types of art became more popular, such as dot painting on bark or on canvases. However, today I'm going to allow the children to choose what they'd like to create, whether it be a boomerang or an Aboriginal animal by using dot painting. We will be using dot painting for both of them. The boomerang is originated as a hunting tool for the Aboriginal people and their tribe. It was one of their tools for hunting. Um, and as for the animals, I will show some examples of what types of animals they like to paint and what they meant. So what you see set up here is what you could already pre-set up for the kids and have it out already. Originally in my lesson plan I said different bowls for different colors. However, if you have the supplies to do an art palette, I just use the paper plate. You can supply the children with an art palette with dots of different colors. Now, typically, Aboriginal people use obviously things from the earth. So mostly all their colors were earth tone colors like browns and reds and greens and even some orange and yellow. However, nowadays art is more easily accessed and more colors make a better variety and make things pop a little more. So for my two examples that I made already for the kids, I did a sea turtle or it could be a tortoise, I guess, for them and showed them how to dot paint. Originally, I used my pencil. However, for the younger kids, I would have printed outlines of maybe a kangaroo or different animals that they were interested in, like a turtle or something back, an animal that's from Australia. So I did a turtle. I did it with the end of my paintbrush. However, with the kids, what's easiest is a Q-tip and dipping it in each one. I also made an example of a boomerang. As you can see, I tried to start off in pattern circles and then wrapped around. They did a lot of patterns and designs within their paintings. So that was my other example. So today, if I were introducing this to my class, to my children, I would like to start off with a video, which would be fun. I'm not going to play all of it, but it has rainforests. So it kind of introduces this I found on YouTube. Introduces what Australia is and about and the original, where the Aboriginal people came from. And then it actually is really cool. It has an interview with somebody who shows all these old rock paintings. Aboriginal rock artists painted the Dreamtime. So that would be really cool for the kids to see. It's only like a 4-minute video, so it's pretty short, and it can grab their attention pretty easily. Then I would lead to cool pictures such as this, and maybe print off a few to keep around the classroom or hang up around the classroom so the kids can check it out and get ideas, or for those kids that struggle on making up their own ideas, they can maybe mimic what we have here. I was just going to start on a new one and show them different designs on ways to do it by dipping in your Q-tip onto the art palette or into a bowl, and start off by making your own designs. A lot of them were circular patterns. Some of them were like more swiggly lines, you know. But so this is a project that takes a lot of time and patience and can teach the children a lot of different skills besides learning the history of it. It's great for fine motor. That's the preschool teacher in me, finding the fine motor skills. It's also good for their concentration, teaches them to stay focused longer. I like the Q-tip a lot more than using the end of this, even though this was easier for me as an adult. This keeps the paint in the Q-tip a lot longer, so you don't have to keep dotting it after every one. You can keep going. Or this, I had to dot it back in every single dot. That was very, very time consuming, which this one took me, I don't know, a good 15 minutes at least. And that was me working fast. So, as you can see, that is the beginning of my new one. And okay, so as you can see, this lesson plan was pretty easy. Has a lot of little details to it, but a lesson plan that you can use for multiple grades. You can keep the way that I had the lesson plan, specifically for kindergarten to probably second or even third grade. Or you can make it harder. You can challenge older students by creating their own, by cutting things different out or drawing their own animals and having them dot paint. Here, that's the only paint that I have in my house, but any type of art paint can work for this project. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.